We are live officially. I'm officially about to hit play. It's currently 2 seconds on the clock. We are watching The Man of Steel. So, watch along. Oh, I can't wait. Oh no, I just skipped the chapter ahead by mistake. But we're good though. Good. Let's go.
Ready now?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I'm currently on 12 seconds, so we're good. I know just the WB logo showing Lion. Yeah, no, Legendary, the movie company or whatever. DC Comics right now is currently on the screen. With that scene, that's actually kind of important, and especially we already seen Justice League, but seeing Justice League, whenever spoiler for Justice League, if you haven't seen it, whenever he does that scream, whenever he dies in Justice League, you kind of see that kind of shows back as in like that's Superman. Whenever Superman kind of that scream like he's that effective, which I think another scene's gonna show up in the movie, but it's definitely an important scene, or at least character development scene. So.
When I first saw this movie in the theaters, I was really impressed the way Krypton looked, and I did not at the time see the Christopher Reeves one. Any sound on my end besides me, like my
No,
TV?
you're good. Yeah, I heard some sound. But, yeah. These visuals look so amazing. They look good, and then dude, I can't even imagine. I think this was all shot I think on green screen too from Zack Snyder, which kind of has me excited for Rebel Moon because I think like Star Wars. I'm telling you, we potentially see some of the. I'll say some of the best CG ever, but I think we could see some really good, and especially with the Star Wars stuff. So I mean, how it's supposed to kind of be that Star Wars movie, but we'll see because that looks great. I know it's all green screen and everything, but man, it looks great. The building, it looks realistic too, which is great. Still kind of need a little bit more on your end, but this is good.
What's up, Jared?
What's up? What's up? I'm not even a parent, but I can't imagine how hard that would be for a parent to like, especially when you have a baby, just to give them up for the greater good. That must be really sad. Especially if I was a parent, I would kind of understand kind of sympathize with them. But the point is, it must be really hard. Holy crazy.
Do you remember what Superman movie you saw in the theaters? What was your first Superman movie in theaters?
For me, I actually didn't get to see. Honestly, I didn't get to see any, but Man of Steel, I didn't get to see honestly actually any until maybe I think Justice League, which is the worst probably DC movie out of all time. Seeing that I was like, it's all good. But I kind of wish I would have saw Man of Steel in theaters because this movie, like, I know it's a big budget film, but the way the suits are, the way the costumes, the way everything is built, it's just amazing and it's beautiful. And I'll even tell you an interesting fact about Man of Steel that the script was written for Christopher Nolan, but he said let Zack Snyder direct it then. Because I guess he didn't want to do back to back after doing Batman the trilogy and doing Superman, which I think he was doing Interstellar. So, what was yours, if you don't mind me asking? So,
For me, it was Superman Returns with my uncle when it came
nice.
out, and we
Mhm.
thought we actually liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish it got a continuation, and there really wasn't another Superman movie until Man of Steel, which I saw with my father.
Oh, nice. That must have been cool.
It was also playing alongside Iron Man 3, but my dad let me choose what movie, and thankfully it was this Man of Steel.
You made it correct. You made the right choice because Man of Steel compared to Iron Man 3, I think Iron Man 3 is still decent, but Man of Steel, this is. I'll tell you this, when you look at when you look at Eternals, Superman and Lois, they all copy in a way Zack Snyder because Zack Snyder, he does the perfect Superman, which later on we'll kind of get into about the movie. He does Superman so perfect and justice and how he'll be in the real world and how if Superman was realistic, this is how it would be. This is what Zack Snyder literally give it to you. But I guess fans at that time didn't understand it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Man of Steel, it's a really good movie, and I think people just overhate it, but it's a modern day Superman. Like if Superman was real, this is how it would be, and this is how Superman would act. This is how it would actually be in the real world. At least similar. I think it might be some different stuff, but at least for the most part, it would be true, and especially so. Yeah. Well, how was it when you saw Man of Steel and Superman Returns? Was it a good experience for you, or
it was?
You like it?
It was a good experience.
Nice.
My only regret, I never got them on DVD when they first got released.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Superman Returns might be on Netflix. I could be wrong, but I know someone with I think Brandon something, but I saw him last year.
Brandon Ralph.
Yeah, Brandon Ralph, he was there, and I think he played the role decent. So I don't think it's nothing too bad. I just think with the script and everything, it wasn't. It's not much he could do. It's kind of in a way compared this to Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Superman Returns. It's kind of like that. And they have similar traits. As far as an actor is good, but the script and the studio heads, they just didn't make it as well. So,
but I do now have the triple feature set here with the first
nice
with Reeves, the Richard Donner cut, and Returns.
Oh, nice! That's cool.
We've been doing good, Jared Runner.
How you been doing? I won't be mean, but hey, General Zod, he kind of crazy. At the end, we can understand why, which I don't kind of blame him, and I can in a way sympathize for him. But at the same time, it's like, dog, yeah, he's kind of psychotic. I'm just saying that. I don't want to say too much, not good words, but he's definitely really crazy. So that's all I gotta say. But he's still a pretty good villain though for the series. So I think he does the role justice. And I know the actor. I know he's in a whole bunch of stuff, but man, I gotta give credit. That is some really good acting from that, and especially if someone else would have done the role, I don't know how else they could have played the role. What's up? How you guys doing? Yeah.
What's up? I don't know if I can pronounce his name right.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but I'm gonna just say Ian if that's correct. So
Ian Agressa.
yeah, I don't want to say that name wrong, but yeah.
I don't want to get his name wrong.
Hmm.
But what's up, dude? We're doing a Man of Steel watch along.
But even visually, that still looks good. I know we're like what I think came out back 2012. I think we're like 10 years. I think. Damn, it's been a decade then. Damn, since when this movie kind of released. It would be a decade in June, but it's still a really good movie. The visual effects still hold up, which still looks great. So. And I can't even lie. Russell Crowe as Superman's dad, like at least Kal-El's dad. I don't say over. I don't say it's really good casting, but I think he does the role good, and he plays the role pretty good. So that's what I gotta give, and especially even the mom too. The Kal-El's mom, I think that's kind of underrated performance in my opinion. So even now, even Superman's mom, she realized that her planet was dying no matter what. So, well, still.
Nothing much, man. Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well too. Currently watching it. It is, in my opinion, I think the best super, at least one of the best. No, modern day. I think it's the best Superman movie. It is just because how everything.
I did realize when I got older that Superman Returns was a retcon continuation of the first two with Christopher Reeves because three and
Mm-hmm.
four, three and four were not so well received.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that until you just told me about it. So interesting. But yeah. I mean, but I haven't seen it, but I've seen like the trailer for it. I think it looks like a decent movie. I just think that some of the stuff, I don't know. I just like I think I don't know. I don't know. I'm say maybe that they need a plan for it, like maybe similar to Man of Steel, but also at the same time, I don't know if CGI and everything was that good as compared to Man of Steel. So, and especially also when Man of Steel is kind of building up to something. So, yeah. But I still think he does that role pretty good. So, Henry Cavill was there. He's on one of these fishing boats, which I heard is pretty brutal in real life. Which
Or
is,
or KD Ray.
oh, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
So,
Any TV sound on my end?
say it again, sir.
Any TV sound? Like you hear my TV?
No, I don't hear yours. I'm good. Mine's kind of loud in my earphones, but yeah. No, I don't. I don't hear anything. If I do, I'll let you know. Yeah,
Right. Just trying to avoid that copyright.
yeah, I know you're good. As long as you're just gonna keep it down where enough that I don't hear it, I think you're good. But yeah. I gotta say, Man, I would say, you know how strong you gotta be just to do that. Do you know how much the heat is burning on you, probably melting you? If that ever did someone, you're talking about at least like a ton. At least like no one could ever do that. It kind of shows you how, like man, like how strong you gotta be to do that. Because even Superman was having a hard time. That shows you how heavy that is. So metal on it, man. See, now we're getting ready to see good character development by this. Seeing a young Superman. So, which I think is I think I saw this online or someone said this. So, yeah. Someone saying this is that in DC, the thing that makes it is that there's gods trying to be humans, and then compared to the MCU, it's superheroes trying to be humans trying to become gods. So, but I think, in my opinion, DC kind of gives them more better, more relatable. What I'm saying. Such a good one. Such good script writing. The role's too big. Just make it small. Like that.
Okay. Ingress. Ingressa. Ingressa. Ingressa.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. What scene we are? We're on the scene where Clark is getting his clothes, and
I'm currently on 26 minutes and 20 seconds. So 26 minutes and 22 seconds. For me right now, I'm currently on where a young Clark Kent is on the bus and some guy's bullying him.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, this one, right?
You know that little girl sitting next to Clark is actually Lana Lang.
Lana Lang? Who's Lana Lang? She seems familiar.
Lana Lang was Clark Kent's high school love interest before Lois Lane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they probably never mentioned that.
And they really focused on her in Smallville.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I know Smallville, I've seen a couple of episodes when I was younger, but I know it's really, really good. And I'm waiting for it to drop down in price, and I think I'm gonna pick it up.
I need to pick that up too.
I know it's currently on Netflix. Oh, good.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah, I think it's currently like on Hulu, and I think it's on Netflix the full season. So.
Right, the Man of Steel score is spectacular. It's awesome. I listen to that all the time.
I'm telling you, it's a masterpiece, and it's probably the best Superman movie out of all time, at least in my opinion, because how you have a young Clark Kent, and it shows you good character development, and it's amazing. And I know a lot of people hate on it, and people don't like it, but I'm like, man, this movie is super important. Not super important. It really is important because even when you look at, for example, Eternals, Superman and Lois, any Superman movie, even Chloe and like the director of Eternals, they all kind of take a thing from this. Even when I was watching Superman and Lois, they all like they don't know how to make a good one, so that's why they look at this, and that's how they kind of get it. Because Zack Snyder, low key, basically just made the blueprint how to make a good Superman movie. So
Now, I actually
yeah.
love equally the Christopher Reeves theme and this one.
I haven't seen none of those, but I kind of have to because I gotta give credit to the OGs for even doing it and all of those because without them, this wouldn't have been possible. So you have to give credit where credit is due.
Ingress. I hope I'm pronouncing that.
Oh no. That's facts. Oh man, let's go that long. I just can't pretend to be your son. Oh, my son. So good with Superman. It's a such a good. Seeing this again, honestly, I think it's kind of giving me like a flashback to Zack Snyder Justice League. Spoiler alert! If anyone has seen it, that even when he says he was like, I have a second chance, or at least he came in for a reason. Superman was like, I got a second chance. I'm here for a reason. That's where it kind of gets it from. That makes so much sense now. Because remember in Zack Snyder's Justice League how whenever they bring him back from the dead, then he's with Lois, then his mom comes and he was like, I'm here for a reason. They brought me back to life for a reason. That's character development right there. I didn't even notice that, but that's good though. What would Invincible you? Where is he?
There he is.
Bro, he would have destroyed him like a Tuesday. Whatever. Oh,
I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same thing.
Like, did you ever see Invincible, the anime?
No, I haven't had
on-
access to Amazon Prime.
I
might
recommend if you ever do it. Yeah, that's what kind of something happens. It's very kind of blurry and it's kind of bloody, kind of stuff like that. And it's not like your. In my opinion, I think it is. That's just me. I haven't seen the other ones compared to Damien, but I think it's good because just the character development and how a modern day Superman how it would be. So, but go ahead.
And I totally respect the other Superman movies for their time. In Gracia. Ingressia. Let me know if I pronounced that right.
And if you ever get the chance, I'm going to talk about a little bit of Invincible, but if you ever seen it, it's more like complete opposite what you think it is. It's like Superman, but it's like a evil Superman, and it's I can't say much about it without spoiling it, but I'm telling you, it is. If you ever get the chance, I'll recommend it. 'Cause I know J.K. Simmons, he plays like one of the voice roles, I think like the dad or something, which is man, I'm telling you, after seeing that, if they make a live, which they're currently working on the script, I think between Seth Rogen and someone else, they're making like the live action. But I'm telling you, if that comes live action, which it will, it's gonna be probably Amazon one of the most watched movies on all time because it's gory, it's bloody, it's just crazy, but it's really good though. That's all I got to say before doing it. But that's why earlier when I said I made a reference to that, 'cause I was like, man.
What's going on, Benny Wan Strikes Back?
Can you edit? And I'm telling you, and people just, man, I don't understand why people hate it. But I'm not negative. It's just
Benny Wan has a really good YouTube channel.
Nice. Good to know. I'm screaming.
Thanks. Got it correct. Land Ingressia. Not much. What's your guys' ranking on the Superman films?
Man,
that's kind of tough. Are we?
Go ahead.
I'm thinking about just the Christopher Reeves, Superman Returns, and I guess the Richard Donner cut, and Man of Steel, BBS, and both versions of Justice League. My number one is what we're watching right now, Man of Steel, and number two, Batman v Superman, and then number three, Superman 2, either the original cut or the Richard Donner cut, and then my number 4 is the Superman the movie. Last couple ones are tricky for me. And then Superman Returns, because for nostalgia's sake, because I saw that in the theaters with my uncle. Uh, my last place is easily Justice League, and then after that, I would go probably Superman to A Quest for Peace, and then Superman 3.
Honestly, I won't be able to give my ranking because the only one I've kind of seen is Man of Steel, and the others I gotta get respect to them for doing it, but I won't be able to. I have some of the anime, but I didn't watch it yet. But I know it's definitely worth checking out.
What's the best movie you've seen in theaters? That's so many to choose from, ain't it?
Best movie I've seen in theaters? Oh man.
Oh well, wait a second. This is the best movie I've seen in theaters.
Hey.
Avengers Infinity War. Because when I saw the first A Quiet Place, they gave us free pass tickets, and I used it to see Infinity War.
Nice.
So that's a good one.
Yeah. I would say best movie I've seen. Oh man, that's tough because let's see. I'm gonna answer in a minute. This man's currently fighting the thing. I don't know what's the name of it, but I guess like the protector of the ship, the thing that serves the turn. So yeah, then honestly, man, I don't know. I would say Infinity War. Maybe I would even say Adventures. I had a really good time with that. But personally, I don't appreciate that film as much because how much they nerfed Hulk and how much they made it PG. But I still remember watching it, and I had a good time with the family. So I can't explain. Now a question for everybody. What was your best theater experience like? Even if the movie was bad, what was your best theater experience? Like, it doesn't matter, good movie, bad. What was the best time that you had? At least in the theater.
When I saw Batman v Superman for the first time, it was like a good comeback to the theaters in a long time. I think after 2013, I went on a hiatus to going to the movie theaters. I didn't go to theaters at all in 2014, nor 2015. But by the time 2016 came around, I started going back to the movie theaters, and it all started with Batman v Superman, and it was great.
Bro, if anyone in the comments, or at least comment what was your favorite? I mean, the best theater experience. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. You know, I have not seen any Jurassic film in the theaters, but I hope to do so when Dominion come out.
Yeah, I haven't seen Godzilla, but I would say mine would be Snake Eyes. I still went to go see it 3 times. I actually got a poster and stuff like that, which I still have. I think it's somewhere in my room.
I really wish I had got a chance to see Captain America: The Winter Soldier in 2014.
Yeah,
that is the best Captain America.
I
do love Civil War. I do love Civil War.
But yeah, I don't blame you though, because Winter Soldier is so much better in my opinion. Some of the best fight scenes, some of the story, like it's kind of like in a way like a spin-off where it doesn't connect to the MCU. But let's say if you're not a fan of comic book movies at all, or let's say you never watch any comic book movie, you watch this, I think you'll understand it. So just eventually maybe we could do that for watching. Because I was listening to a podcast today and I was like, yeah, I think I may need to give that a watch because that movie when I watch it, I love it. So, yeah, but mine I would say is Snake Eyes, the recent one that came out this year, the one with Henry Golden. I still think the movie's good. It's just I can't believe how really upset how much they messed up the camera work, which is bizarre to me. But I'm not gonna say nothing. But the point is, I'd say Snake Eyes. I had a really good theater experience. I went to go see it 3 times. I even have a shirt that says "This is my Snake Eyes costume," which like I went and I had a really good time. And I can't believe that was the first time ever someone gave me a legit movie theater poster, and it was like a manager too, which was surprising. That made my day so much, and still to this day, I think the best theater experience I ever had.
And to be honest, I don't find any Jurassic film to be bad. they're enjoyable and they're all right.
Yeah, see, for me, I haven't seen it, and that's why I won't be able to tell you that. But so, well, I'm gonna counter it, but I would say the Godzilla movies. No, my bad. Yeah, I'm not offended, but I think you said that his best one was I think Godzilla. I would even say the Monster Universe. None of those movies have been actually pretty bad. Like if you watch it, I think it's pretty enjoyable. Like it's good in my opinion.
I just heard the news that a sequel to Godzilla versus Kong is in the works.
This is gonna be interesting. I don't know how or what they're gonna do, but we'll see how they do it. And I think filming's supposed to start this summer too, which is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, Avengers: Age of Ultron. I thought about going to see that one in theaters, but I didn't go see movies at all in 2015.
I think maybe I saw that, but I don't remember the theater experience. I don't think it was as good compared to Adventures, but I think
Probably
it was a
not.
decent film.
I've only seen Godzilla 1998 and Godzilla 2014, King of the Monsters, and Godzilla versus Kong. You know, I got a guilty pleasure spot for 1998 Godzilla. I know 2014 is the better film, but a lot of people say
Mm-hmm.
that movie did not have enough Godzilla. But
Which I
King of
kind
the
of agree.
Monsters fixed that.
So, hey, that could honestly we could do a rewatch of that little bit too. But yeah, which I kind of agree because when you see the movie in a way, like for example, if you see Godzilla, you want to see the main character, and if you don't see it as much, I could see how people get disappointed. It's in a way like saying like, hey, look, we're gonna do a Batman movie, but we're not gonna show you as much Batman. Like I'm saying it would, but I'm saying I would understand from people if they don't like it. I still think the movie's pretty good. I would say a 7 out of 10 for Godzilla. I think it's pretty good. It's gone. King Kong, at least the solo movie, I give it like a 7 out of 10. I actually really enjoy that franchise. That franchise is different. It's fun. I like it. I would say Godzilla vs Kong overall. I think it's good. I was kind of disappointed when I saw it in theaters because people say, "Oh, it's Mega Godzilla," so I went to go in blind. And when I saw it was a robot, I was like, I thought Mega. I thought it meant like bigger than them, stronger. Instead, it was like a robot. So I was like, "What? Are you telling me this is a Mega?" I was also disappointed, and especially also with the fights too. But I still think it's a pretty good film. So long short, I would give it like an 8. That franchise is pretty good to me. I like it. I enjoy it.
I thought the fight sequences were amazing, especially the visual coloring. Not the best story though, but it was good for what it is.
Because in a way they give them one fight to Godzilla, then they give one to King Kong, and I was like, well, like who's the winner? And all they give us is just one versus like one round each, and I'm like, what? And especially also in a way it didn't kind of make fair because whatever can happen in the movie with Kong, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I was like, what? Like, I didn't. Maybe I had too high expectations, but I still think overall it's one of the best looking 4Ks. Or if you know if you see it on 4K, it's amazing. But I still think it's not bad. I just got to give it a rewatch. So I don't blame you. Just for me, seeing the way how people was hyping it up and in a way maybe setting my expectations too high. Maybe that's why I didn't get to enjoy it. But I think if I watch it again, I think I'll probably likely change my opinion. So
Eventually, military kills all.
Let me go get a drink of water real quick.
here you go. Do you think I'm gonna be? You want me to pause the movie or anything, or we're good?
What was
you want
that?
to put it on pause, or you're good?
No, I can still play.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna continue playing it. Currently on 47 minutes and 10 seconds. So.
All right, here I am. And here comes my favorite scene is the learning how to fly.
No, I'm still on that. He's still kind of where he's walking, then he's teaching it. Then he's getting ready to walk to say where he flies. I like how the dad explained it and everything to him and said, "You're like you can embrace both worlds. You can be, or you can basically be the best of both worlds," which is amazing, which is good, which is. See, that's good character development. And he's currently flying right now, learning. See, now he's happy learning. So
Right. And some people don't say he doesn't smile.
he does, but you see, this is him learning how to fly. So that's the thing. That's a good development episode for him to realize you're not gonna fly and do it right away. Like if anyone kind of succeed at first, you don't learn. But for him to feel it gives that more I'm saying it wrong. Relatable thing. Like you show it because everyone does feel in life, no matter what. Everyone feels so, but it's a matter of how you come back, and that's what Superman does. So they will race on you, they will stumble, they will fall, but in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you see. I think I can still kind of hear your audio from the background of like him flying. See, aside of me is kind of upset about that on Lois, how it turned away, how she keep trying to look for him, but there's clearly like a reason why he shouldn't be found. But at the same time, maybe I kind of get it in a way because she's just a journalist, and maybe it's just her. Like no matter what, is doing her. But it's like I don't know if you want to keep doing it. So. That's how she is? Is that how she is in the comics? That's how Lois Lane is, kind of. She's very like journalist, kind of like that.
Based on what I know
Mm-hmm.
from watching the animated series, I think the answer to that is yes. What's your favorite scene of Man of Steel?
Man, I got to come back to you on that. There's so many in here, and especially even if there were some of the scenes. Now I'll come back to you on that. So, now we're currently in like only 54 minutes in. And I'll let you know. I'll answer that before the stream. Even for me as a casual, I haven't read a Superman comics. I didn't even know who he was. I knew he's a hero, but I didn't realize like Superman is like that. Not overpowered, but he's he's really strong. He's like in a way like Incredible Hulk, but like I'm saying, like that level of strength. Like he's that strong. So.
My favorite scene has to be when he faces the evil Kryptonians all over Smallville. I remember watching that for the first time, and I was like, "Wow, this is almost like a practical fight."
Yeah, yeah, that fight's that after seeing, I was like, yo, they could do this Dragon Ball Super really good, but I'm like, I don't know, because they don't have to spend a lot of money on the CGI on the fights, because if you've seen the anime, you probably have. Their
Yeah.
fights go similar like that. So
Oh, my opinion so far, it is great. You're muted. You're muted. You're still muted.
hear me?
Oh, now I got
Hello.
you. Now I hear you.
Yeah. Oh no, good. Thanks for letting me. Oh yeah, I was saying that basically like this scene is probably one of the coolest scenes. Also, probably one of my favorite scenes in there because you get to see that such a character development in the episode, and Fish also with his dad is that he's with that scene that time he always has to do the right thing no matter what, because if he doesn't, bad things will kind of happen. And also, like, what if he would have saved that anonymous and to him? And that kind of brings the argument: do you do what's right or do you do what's needed when? And that scene is so important, especially one of the good things about it is they were building up to it, especially also with the scene, at least kind of before, is that with him and his dad arguing, he probably feels so bad because he kind of wished deep inside that he probably wasn't as angry or wasn't as mad as with his dad because his dad just was best for him. Even whenever you see him put the hand up, is because he didn't want people to know that he's Superman and risk more drama even with his mom with his wife or whatever with his mom, since she getting more drama and such an important scene. Long story short, just man, crazy. I'll tell you, this is kind of crazy. I started me kind of wish whenever I first watched this without seeing Batman vs Superman. I started me kind of wish that it was his mom that kind of died before the dad. But after seeing Batman vs Superman, spoiler alert, seeing how with Batman and everything, I think her being alive has way more importance than compared to the dad. It sounds kind of messed up, but I think she has so much more of importance of a role being alive instead of his dad. His dad taught him the lessons, and that made him kind of who he is. But the mom is very crucial in the way. So.
Be back in a moment.
You good? Back?
Back.
Oh man, you're about to miss it, man. This scene is gonna be. It's gonna be really cool. Really cool. See this scene right here is gonna give me like a horror. Like this would be like in a horror film. And honestly, what even a way to make an entrance? That is probably really, really crazy. What a way. So that's another great thing. All around where you're getting the same message, but in your language. If that doesn't sound, yeah, if that makes sense. Explain you starting to see the action. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing, but I just find it funny because in a way she leaks it, and it's like that's just kind of in a way coming back at you. So I kind of give it because it does make the story kind of more good, but it's just funny to see like, hey, you do something, and that's a feel good moment. Yeah, he was scared of him, but yeah, he still helped him out. See, even when he's speaking right now, that's so true. Everyone could relate to that because at the end of the day, not at the end of the day, but your characters kind of make your choices. You choose, do you want to do bad choices or do you want to be good? Then you make good choices and you kind of choose what person you want to be up because eventually when you start developing habits, if it's bad habits, you won't eventually do the bad things. Do good habits, you can do the good things. Really good at that. And most people can relate to that or at least understand it. So it's facts. See, in a way, maybe seeing that, maybe it's that the reason why Martian and Manhunter, maybe that's why he never kind of came up, because imagine how they would have treated him, like the way how they treated Superman. Imagine how they're gonna treat him if he would have came out. So, which is really interesting to watch, kind of see why the way he reacts the way he does. Hey, that's an epic moment. Facts.
If I remember, I think my theater, I think the theater at the time when I went and saw this in the theaters, they laughed at this scene. And when he
That's
broke out
crazy.
those cuffs. Because he
No,
broke
that's
out
an
those
epic
cuffs.
moment. That shows, hey, that shows you he's choosing to kind of give them that, like, look, you're safe. But now it's like, don't try to take advantage of your power, because, boom, now it's like, what, in a way? Like, he's showing us, like, it's like, I'm doing this because of you guys. I'm not doing it because I'm not doing it for, like, in a way, if that makes sense. Like, he's doing it to make them feel safer. But in reality, he could break it out if he wants to. So, which was great. And that's crazy, people laughing. That scene is so epic. And he's like, yeah, I see that. I see it. Oh, man, it just displaying. I'll even tell you this. I actually saw the test suit or whatever of Batman. Now, before they made this movie, it was like a black and red. It looked beautiful, but it's a good thing that they kind of went the blue in this one, because I think it looks better in my opinion. Like, the other one looks cooler, but this one fits the movie, and it looks better in my opinion. And I think even the screen test was actually, like, I think like the iconic one where it's just the blue, the red and blue, the red and yellow symbol. But this one, it looks so much better, especially the blue, kind of goldish, and the red. Oh, looks amazing. I like it.
You know, she was almost going to be played by Gal Gadot, who ended up being Wonder Woman.
I know, which is crazy, because I think she kind of fits the bill, kind of with her being General Zod Commander. Because could you imagine, like, no offense, like 3 tall people? I don't know if it would have been as good. So, and what's crazy about her, that you see the mask on her face, it's actually all CGI, except maybe like the costume. So, but I'm telling you, that shows you how good the CGI in the movie. But the side of me is like, they kind of have to do it, but at the same time, they have you not seen other comic book movies where the CGI is kind of bad? So, I think with them, they actually took this serious and they made it look good. Because, man, That CGI looks great. I actually heard a rumor about her for something for the Flash. That's all I gotta say, because if the I don't know what the Flash is honestly is gonna be, and especially with the merger kind of happening. I don't know how the movie's gonna turn out now. I heard some leaks and rumors, which I think they're gonna kind of be accurate, but knowing the merger, I think it's gonna change completely different the way how we first thought. Like, because remember even with Justice League, do you realize how long they reshot the whole movie just to make Josh Whedon's version? You tell me that they won't do that for the Flash, so we'll see. So. And that's why they delayed some month. Oh yeah, because it's visual effects, but in reality, it was do it just in case they need to switch it up and do anything. Because in a way, there was some rumors like that's not good. If it was true, it would have really upset a lot of Snyderverse fans. So, and even DC fans kind of too. So. See, that's like kind of in a way like Easter egg to the nightmare scenes. So it's bad.
Kal-El's in the chat. What's up, man?
Yeah, that was definitely. You could tell he definitely tried. Oh, what's up, Khalil? My bad. I thought you were talking about Khalil like the actual Superman. I was like, what?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there you go. What's up? What's up?
Nothing much. Nothing much. How's the movie? Glad y'all support it. I took that saw pretty good.
Hey, man. Hey, Khalil, bro. Why you not part of the stream? Join the stream real quick. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Just
know
ask.
you did, but
I think I
I
can.
was gonna make a little joke, but you good.
Okay, I think I put the link in the chat in the comments.
And if it's not, I think you can just send it to him, or I can send it to him real quick if he needs to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just send it to him.
I'm gonna send it to Instagram. Oh, there he goes. What up, man?
Yo, what's up?
I just sent you the room. What's up?
What's up with you
I
guys?
see you, bro. The savior. I'm telling you, bro. I see you, bro. You currently fighting battle. I don't know if it's a
The promised one.
multiverse thing.
Yeah, I'm glad you know. Glad you know.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
What's up with you guys? Y'all enjoying the movie?
Yeah, we sure are.
We're just watching the movie.
Where y'all at in it?
1 hour and 24 minutes in and 40 seconds. So
So you got about an hour left?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, less than an hour. So
Krypton scenes was amazing.
yeah, Krypton when they first played it, bro.
Uh-huh.
Visually, it looked amazing. So
Yeah. So how y'all feel about Zod? Some might say he's like Magneto in a way, like they could see his point. He's definitely crazy, but they can definitely see his point, like where he's coming from.
I think honestly that would be my answer. So I would say I kind of get why he does it and everything like that, and I get his point because he's here to serve a purpose. But in a way, it's like, dog, you kind of crazy, dog. Like, what? You ain't trying to have some fun in your life instead of being a military general? Like, you don't want to give anything like a break or something? But you're kind of right. That would be my opinion. What you just said. I think it's kind of like Magneto.
Yeah, the
like
villain would say Superman is a traitor. He ain't for his people.
Kind of. I mean, it kind of, but he met Lois Lane, so if anything, he gave it up for you know what. So,
which is his greatest weakness? Like everybody says,
It
it's
remains
kryptonite. Nah,
undisputed.
Lois Lane is his greatest weakness.
Like, nah, I ain't gonna be another Lois Lane. I don't want that. We good. But yeah, what about you, Damien? What's your opinion on that? I don't want to talk too much. Go ahead.
Oh,
What are your
me?
thoughts on?
I
Yeah,
think
on
he's
General Zod.
yeah, I think he's one of the great villains in this modern of DC films.
Definitely. I love the old Zod too, though. So I'm a Zod fan.
The original Zod was played by Terrence Stamp. That's what he was.
That's my
In
favorite.
Superman 2. In fact, he was the voice of Jor-El in Smallville.
Yes,
Okay.
he was. Yes, he was.
See, I kind of. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I love you before Zod. I didn't like the way he said it in Man of Steel. He's all like, I will find him, like he's gonna cry. I didn't like that, but it's still good. He's still good. I just wanted him to say that kneel like with authority, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Ian,
Now I was gonna say, well, no, go ahead. My bad.
now say hello to the viewer, Ian.
Well, what's up? Yeah. Now I was gonna say, I think General Zod or whatever is that with him. I think in a way he's gonna. No, what are you saying about Superman being in the trailer? When I first saw it, I could see how. But at the same time, when you watching it now, or even if you really look at it, Superman is not a traitor. He's like, I hate to say it, this is kind of like his second home. And why would he kind of sacrifice? Like, why would, like, in a way, how you look at it is that why would you kill millions of people to bring back my old people? That's like old me. Now I'm happy here on Earth. I'm here to protect it from people like you. No offense, that's what it would be. But he's not a traitor. I kind of long story short to see. I would see how people find him a traitor, but in reality, I don't think so because. Like, if he would have saved it if he didn't have to give up the Earth. If they're like, hey, yeah, we just need 300 acres of land, then yeah, we're good. But no, they're like, no, we need everybody. You're talking about 6 billion people dying. So
Yeah, I feel you. How
yeah,
you guys
so
feel about
nothing.
Lois Lane? Do y'all like that the character the actress they chose?
I sure
Yeah,
do.
I think she's good. I think she got casted pretty good. So, and I'll tell you, but let me tell you this though. The thing that kind of upset me is like I said it kind of earlier. I was like, why did she like report on Superman? And I'm like why she's kind of so nosy? Is that her just being a journalist, or is that her just because like she just really want to find someone to save her life? Like, what's the reasoning behind that? Because I kind of like
She's a
upset me. It's
reporter.
like you. That's just the way how she truly is. Like she has to cover the story no matter what. That's the thing that makes her Lois Lane is because she will cover it no matter what.
She's a reporter, man. That's what they do. But Lois Lane has always been like that. She's always been that way.
Nothing. Yeah, the whole scene is
Believe it or not, she's more loyal than any other than the original Lois Lane. The original Lois Lane, for real, let's be honest, Superman didn't trust her. He kept wiping her memory away because he didn't trust her.
Damn, that's dark. I didn't know that. That's dark. Yeah, but I don't blame it though. You do what you gotta do. But yeah, that scene where we just saw with 3 of them, actually, General Zod was wearing a face motion capture too, and the guy all the way in the left, he was actually wearing that. The girl, she's actually this costume, at least besides the face mask or whatever. She's actually she was wearing a costume, but the mask that's all CGI, which is surprising because when I saw it, I was like, I thought that was actually legit, like some costumes because then they made it look so good and how amazing the CGI is. Like, don't touch mom. Amazing.
Fun fact.
And that's a realistic Superman, man. Saying that's a real Superman because why would you never touch no one's mom, human or not? You touch a mom, you catch in these hands. Now he's gonna support you. Think you threw my mom. Hell yeah,
Fun fact, guys. Y'all know Faora, the female Kryptonian. She was She was supposed to be Wonder Woman.
I know. That would have been.
Yeah, I said
I would have liked that better, Loki. But I think that was bad as Wonder Woman. But that's just my opinion. But
I think she would have been really good as Wonder Woman. And I think what it was she got pregnant at the time they wanted to do it, so she didn't get the role. But
she couldn't do it.
Yeah,
it was. I think she would have been really good. But man, I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I really do. So I'm glad it.
No, so I got a hot take for that. I think, with me, in my opinion, when you look at all Wonder Woman's appearances in Superman, Batman vs Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and Wonder Woman first one, I even I think, in my opinion, I think Zack Snyder goes directed that. Patty Jenkins didn't have nothing to do with that because Zack Snyder, he knows how to make movies, like it or not, even if you don't like him, whatever politics or whatever, all that stuff. He knows how to make characters and he knows how to make it good. So that's just my opinion. But I still think she does the role decent. Someone else should have definitely been recasted, but they already locked her up. So ain't nothing I could do or complain. Just move on and do it. So, but
I think Gal Gadot is great as Wonder Woman, and it's funny because everybody was like, no, 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 like they were about Ben Affleck or Michael Keaton playing Batman. They were like, no, that's terrible. I think I mean, for her not to be an actress, she's doing real good. But I think she fits, man. She's Wonder Woman.
Hey, man, everyone got their opinion, nothing. And mine may be different, but that's just me, though.
Yeah, I ain't saying it to counteract your opinion, but I'm just saying I like her.
No, you're good. No, I could see how you like her, though. I don't blame you. It's just you're kind of.
Oh, and I like her like that too. I think she's fine. I like her.
I think she's okay, bro. She's like 5'10", though. I think, bro, she needs some muscle, and I think someone else most bigger should have been in Wonder Woman. But that's just my opinion. But when it comes to the combat and stuff, I think the directors make it look good. Anything else, I'm saying I'm not a fan of it because I know it could be much better, especially for Wonder Woman.
Man,
but that's just me, though. But
there's a lot of pretty girls that's 5'10". Resident Evil.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not against tall girls. When I saw that, I was like, damn. I was like. Look,
I'm into all girls. You look good. You look good. It don't matter what color, what height, what size. You look good. You look good.
This is about the iconic moment. This is about like Dragon Ball Super. Now, I don't blame me because Kong girls, but you know what's crazy about them? I'll tell you this. I'm just playing a little game like that. Kong girls, they're used to being not that much getting that much head on. But you got to realize if you approach them and you be nice or whatever, they probably won't reject you because they're so used to not guys hitting on them, but actually hit on them, and you're nice and you're cool about it, and you don't care about the height, then they'll be chilling about it. Because I know there's some nice ones out there, and I'm like, I know you may be taller than me, and I feel like I'm the elephant, and you're like the giraffe. Anyway, I'm saying it about it. I'm saying it's like
you do realize that, like, if you ever look at couples, did you ever notice a lot of tall girls like short guys? Did you ever notice that? That's where when they say opposite attract. I noticed that a lot.
Yeah, so I didn't even notice that when. Let me say this real quick about the movie. Then we'll come back to it. But whenever the guy was breaking out the helmet or destroying the helicopters or whatever, like it smashed, and I think I saw some blood. That was actually nice. I didn't know it's that good detail. But yeah, no, I feel you. And I was just saying, like with tonguers, they're not bad. They're not even say this opposites or whatever. As long as they respect each other and they know what's up. It doesn't matter tall or short because at the end of the day, it comes down to energy, in my opinion.
What you think about Charlize Theron?
I don't know who that is.
Charlize Theron?
Yeah, she's in Atomic Blonde. Devil's Advocate.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
And she's a villain in The Fate of the Furious.
Yeah, I saw her. Yeah. I think she's all right, but
she's taller than Gal Gadot.
God damn. I mean, hey, that woman ain't bad though. I can't lie to you, bro. As long as
you can look up their heights.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. I just thought she was like 5'8" or something. I didn't know that.
It's camera tricks, man. Some girls that you think or that you don't notice, some girls are actually tall and some aren't.
Yeah. I think she's all right though. I think she's pretty good. Ain't nothing to me.
No, I was just curious what you thought. I was just trying to think of some tall girls. I think Jennifer Lawrence is tall, but I'm not into Jennifer Lawrence. But I think
she might be short. I
don't know. I don't really know. I'm not a fan, so I don't know her height.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, even this scene that, bro, I was like, man, that fight scene is legendary. Seeing that, I was like, bro, they could easily do a Dragon Ball Z movie or something like that.
That girl from Deadpool, she's fine as hell, and she's tall.
I think she's all right. So I know she's Brazilian though, but I think she's not all that. But
man, you crazy.
Hey man, we got different tastes, especially for me.
We got a taste, but I don't get it. I'm just joking with you.
Pretty good. See, look all.
Well, who's fine, dude? Give me somebody.
Think real quick. I'm gonna watch this fight scene. I'll let you know. I want to answer, dog, but this is like some Dragon Ball Z Super type of stuff. Like if they make a movie, this is how I want it to be. That's how the fight scene should be. Should be that lit. Yeah. Oh man, honestly, I would say. Okay, obviously, I'm gonna go. Yeah, you guys obviously know this. I would say Marco. I'm saying it wrong. Marco Robbie, for sure.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Who else?
No, I'm thinking though. You gotta give me a second, because for me, I don't care about celebrities. Sure, there may be celebrities, but at the end of the day, I know the
No, I'm
truth
just
about
trying to
them.
it's a point of reference. I'm just trying to see what
Gotcha.
kind of girls you think is pretty.
Gotcha.
That's all I was just trying to think.
Oh, gotcha. No, you're good. I'm just trying to think about it, because I'm so deep into this movie real quick.
Margot Robbie looks like Jamie Presley to me, and I think Jamie Presley looks better. That's
She
just
actually
me,
looks like Sam Raven. Who was in the Babysitter Killer? She looked like, in a way, just like her.
Samara
Hey,
Weaving.
no, man, look at them. Yeah, boom, 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 shoot it. She just looks at them.
I think people compare the way Samara Weaving looks to Margot Robbie.
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Margot Robbie, she's the type of person, she has moments. She looks really good, but like overall, like when I just stare at her, she's okay. She's definitely not ugly.
I mean, no offense, I don't want to sound racist or anything like that, but she's like the typical white girl with blue eyes, and that's it. There's so many of them. It's just a matter of which one you just find.
But then again, I love all women.
Yeah, I don't mind. Hey, I feel more comfortable with the energy. If they're cool and they're respectful, then that's cool. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, Margot Robbie, sometimes her attitude makes her more attractive. Like, she'll say certain things or do certain things, and you'll be like, yeah. That's what it is for her.
Naturally. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a way she's not acting; she's just being herself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I'm so surprised you guys Superman saved it.
I like the original Wonder Woman too. I think she was pretty.
Yeah, she's alright. She's not bad.
The eyes, man.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
So is this the greatest Superman movie?
In my opinion, yeah, I haven't seen the others, but I think it is, because when you look at it from now, I'm gonna tell you straight up that when you look at Eternal, Superman, or even other Superman movies, they all take this on Zack Snyder. And what he created is everyone in a way they copy him, because he sets the tone for a modern day Superman. Like, how would people react? How would things look down? How would it be? And I think Henry Cavill, even the way he does his film,
I have complaints with it. I like it. When I first watched it, I didn't like it. When I went to the movies to see it, I didn't like it. The second time I went to watch it at the movies, I liked it. The fight scene is good. It's really a lot of destruction porn. It's really them just destroying shit. But as far as the movie, my biggest complaint with this movie was I always felt like it was too dark. And I like DC. I'm a DC fan. And I'm okay with it being dark to a certain extent, but I felt like when this movie came out, they were running off the heels of the Nolan Batmans. So it's like they were trying to take that formula and somehow attach it to Batman, because it was a formula of success. Because Nolan is a producer on this film, so he's highly involved in this film.
I'm going to tell you something interesting real quick. I'm going to go say. Actually, when Nolan they had the script ready, then they asked Nolan to direct it, but he said no, because he just got done directing Batman. So he
didn't want to get tied in.
Yeah, and also, I think he was doing Interception, and after that's when he told them, at least he told Zack Snyder to direct this film, which was a perfect choice.
He's like highly involved in this movie. He might have helped really direct it. You never know, because they be doing that sometimes. But only one person's allowed to get credit. But the thing about it is that formula, what I'm saying about it being too dark is it seems like I'm not fine with the movie being dark, but I felt like they tried to make Superman dark. And I didn't like that, because Superman, his whole character he's the beacon of hope. He's the savior. He's supposed to be the promise. He's supposed to be the shining light in a dark world. So I always thought they should have made the world dark and just put Superman in it. Makes sense? They tried to make Superman dark to fit their tone in the world, and I didn't like that. Like, for real, Superman is just good. I see what they're going for now, because we've seen the Snyder Cut, so it's fine. But when you first watch this movie, say the other movies don't exist, it's not. I don't really care for it as much because it's like Superman. Think about it. There is no cause for him to be good. If Superman just changes his mind and says, I don't want to do this anymore, or he wants to be a bad guy, he could. There was no real connection to him, or like this is his destiny to be the savior, like all the original Superman or the comic book.
I'll agree. And maybe with comics, but I think also when you see the movie how his dad says is like you're gonna be the beacon of hope one day for these people, which I kinda get with them. But you've seen how they include the Sonic, which I think makes this movie even also who joins, so I don't know, they just wanna Francis figure that when they seen the Sonic, they see that them they've done enough for Superman, which I kinda get. When I first saw, I was like, okay, yeah, they're good, but seeing how what they were doing up to and seeing how the characters
Wait. I can't hear what you're saying. I can't hear what you're saying though.
Yeah. So like you talking so fast.
No, he sounded like someone was holding his voice back. You fine now? Because it was like I didn't want you to waste all that breath, and I couldn't hear you.
No, you're good. It's good to know. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I was saying, I was like, with that is that you were saying, I feel you, but seeing after what they did, Superman is more of a character development, and also to answer your question, saying with him being dark is that when his dad said is like you're gonna be the beacon of hope for this world, and his dad told him like basically you're gonna kind of be the future of this world. You're basically like the savior of this world. So now I get what you're saying, and it's not bad. I'm not nothing bad on your opinion or anything like that. Just saying that him like that was kind of his destiny, but also he didn't have to because.
But that's my point.
The thing, like so, but let me tell you this: there's also a scene in there which I'll kind of say is that he's like, his dad says he was like when the kids were picking on him, and he was like, or I think it was that scene where basically says he was like choices make people, so you either choose what you want to be, a good guy or a bad guy, and then you saw Superman with the choices that he did and made him a good person. It's just no, but I get what you're saying though because Superman is kind of beacon of hope. Speaking
from a person that like a Superman fan and like to watch the original movies and the comic books. Yeah. Superman has a great moral sensibility. He was sent to Earth with messages to like almost condition him to be their beacon, their hope. That is Superman's foundation. And so now it's fine to change the character up. Stuff changes. It evolves, and that's fine. I'm not disputing that. It's just at when the time the movie came out, I didn't like that direction because what makes him different from Batman? Because you talk about your decisions he make, like we all that way. We grow up and things we learn and go through it shapes the person that we are. That's fine, but Superman was supposed to have a bigger moral compass than that. He was supposed to be almost like a destiny. And really in these movies, he is good by choice. Superman was almost just he was good. In these movies, he's like basically choosing to be good. And more, to me, that's more of a human trait and more of a Batman trait. Batman's a psychopath, but he chooses to do the right thing. But he plays by his own rules. He does it how he feels it's supposed to be done, and that's Batman. Yeah. And I feel like they tried to apply that to Superman, like he's choosing to be good, but he could be bad at any time. And I just didn't like that direction. But I still enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, I was just saying though, you've got a very, very more comic book anchor. For me as a casual, I didn't even know all this stuff until you kind of said it, even what you guys telling me. So that's why. But I don't blame it though, because maybe that's what they were trying to go for. And especially also, I'll tell you this, even Zack Snyder, what Adam said is that, like, I'm not trying to say anything wrong, just saying just what I heard is that, even that, how like with the fourth movie, at least Justice League 2, that we're going to see evil Superman, then we're going to see in the third one, and not Injustice, but Justice League 3, we're going to see him do a redemption. So we actually get to see in a way, I'm just saying just an example, not similar traits, but just kind of get the idea. Maybe even like in a way like Iron Man, where we get to see him grow to what he was, to what he changed to become, like for the better in a way, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like similar things. So I think long term, that's what Zack Snyder's playing is like the long game. But I get what you're saying though, because even 2012, seeing Batman versus Superman, you would be like, I could definitely see your flaws in it. But for me, I enjoy it just because how much seen now, I enjoy it more. That's just me though. But go ahead.
The movie fleshes the character out better. The character makes more sense once you have the full story. And that's why I always tell people, let the directors do what they're going to do. We can't judge it until the full story's out there, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what people did. That's another reason the Snyderverse is done. Because people act like they're so for this Snyderverse stuff, but when Batman versus Superman came out, they were calling for these movies for him to be cut. So, you know what I mean? It's just, it's like, we got to give it time to grow. And I'm with growth. It's a different direction. I'm just saying that's how I felt when the movie came out. Now that the movie, we see where it went. Yeah, that's cool. It's a new direction.
The bigger picture.
I still probably wouldn't have chose it, But how do you make Superman bad if he is such a beacon for hope? It would have been hard to make him bad. So I understand now why he did it that way.
No, say, do you know what happens in Justice League? Remember the corpse that he's holding?
Mm-hmm.
That's Lois Lane, and that's the only thing that kept him from not going insane, which you saw earlier in the movie. The reason why he didn't kill everyone and go ham was because of Lois Lane, because he knows that's the love of his life. And I'm not trying to correct or anything. I'm just saying because maybe once you get the bigger picture, once you realize, then that's when this is what Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I know. That's the direction it chose. I know, and that's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
But originally, like Superman, I don't like. Lois Lane is his greatest weakness, and he would have been messed up. But ultimately, Superman's going to outlive Lois Lane. At a certain point, Superman loses Lois Lane. He always does. But the thing about it is he still wouldn't snap and turn on humanity like he did in these movies. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. They had to set the character up like that, where he was always like neutral. He was more like a human. Like he can just turn. Because the original Superman, if Lois died, he wouldn't have still snapped and turned on humanity. This also happened in the comic books and the cartoons. Lex Luthor killed the Flash, and Superman snapped, and he killed Lex Luthor for killing the Flash, or was it Jimmy Olsen? He killed one of them, and Superman snapped and killed him. Now, and the same thing with there was a comic where those three beings they came to Earth. It was in Earth 2. They killed every human on the planet, like they were trying to do in this movie. They killed them all, and Superman was so grieved and so hurt, he snapped and he killed them. And it made Superman a murderer, but he killed them because they killed everybody. But you know what I mean? It's just the direction you're going, man. Your guest left. We didn't even welcome him in.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah. My bad. You can come back in. I didn't mean to get. We just got a little thing. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you come on back in.
Sorry about that.
We're gonna let you talk. Yeah, we done. We're not. We gonna let you talk now. We just got a little caught up in a little debate. So.
You want to say something, Dimension? It's a little like you want to say something.
Not right now.
Oh, okay. Ultimately, though, it's all classic now. Now that the full story is done. Well, it's not really done, but
it's not done. I believe it's
where we got to. It's classic. You know, I just wish we could just get that last movie.
Let me say this. I believe it will. If Ian comes in, I'm gonna stop talking. I just want to make sure he comes back in, so I don't over talk. Just to make sure he gets a chance, because I know that. I would have feel some type of way, but is that I believe the Snyderverse will be restored because how much money it made, and especially also because of the merger. Like fans want to see it on Twitter. There's at least every time I checked, there's at least over 1,000 tweets. Even the other day when I checked it, it was number 2 trending. It was even number 1. Like I literally just regular homepage, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I think it will be restored because people saw the vision and they have faith in Zack Snyder. They know what he's going for, and especially because they give it even he said before, it was like he told us the Easter eggs, how the Flash, how it's going to be, and how they're building up to Jon Stewart, and how like now we have faith in Zack Snyder. So now fans, I believe the Snyderverse, long story short, he can come in here and I'm gonna just something, but I believe the Snyderverse will be restored because fans want to see it, and I believe it will happen because the merger, and especially look how much money it made. Like people love this. This isn't no offense, it's no disrespect to Marvel or anything like that. But we want something more darky and gritty, and that's what DC kind of is, and that's the thing why I like DC more compared to Marvel, because it's giving us more realistic, but also it's more darker and feels more realistic in a way compared to Marvel. No offense, it's just.
You realize Warner Brothers don't seem to like Zack Snyder for some reason. Like I know, they don't even want to acknowledge this movie did so well. This is the movie they canceled, so they don't even want to acknowledge it.
Yeah, I know, but let me tell you this. You got to realize, but they have the bigger boss, whereas, even if they hate a person, which I know they do, they still can't do nothing about it. Their boss is like, hey, it's like, okay, for example, you hate doing dishes, but your boss is like, you have to do it no matter what. You're still doing it no matter what, like it or not. You're still, the dishes are still going to get washed. I'm just trying to make an example, the Snyderverse will be restored because you got to realize, Zack will never work with Walter Hamada again or any of those 2 other people I mentioned, but because he knows, because what they did, and especially because David, Sajalier and whatever, the table around him, I think it's a whole bunch of people. It has none of those 3 people in there. So if anything, Zack Snyder would have to deal with those 3, not Walter Hamada and any of those. So
they would have to give him complete control and a lot of money because they did him bad. His family died, and that was just really bad what they did.
That was so effed up what they did. I can't believe they did that. That's one thing I hate about it. It's especially hearing about it, is that is so disrespectful. Honestly, that is That's just disrespectful at all. Especially Dara, but no, man, take as much time as you need. Tell the fans, hey, we just taking a break because what happened, and even most fans be like, you know what, it is what it is. But you know what, and that's it, because we know Zack Snyder. You can say what you want about him, but he knows how to make movies, and he's the reason, in my opinion. Even look at the facts of that. He's the reason why the DC universe is so much good, because now when you look at it, it's its own solo film, own universe, where this kind of gives us in a way like a Marvel-esque. There's like, look, more team build-ups are coming. It's going to be bigger and better. So I wish this would have released in theaters. I would love to watch this in theaters.
I never thought it was bad. Even if they didn't do what I wanted them to do, like I was just telling you about the Superman. Like, even though they didn't go in the direction I wanted them to go, I still never hated it, and I never thought it was so bad. Like, oh, stop this, change the character, change the actor, change the director.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to see what his plan was. And, I wanted to see
what's the bigger picture.
Yeah. So I've been riding with DC even when people was counting them out. But it's just, I'm a fan of both. It don't matter to me. It's just let them do what they got to do.
Hey,
all right, let's welcome. Let's welcome.
Welcome to Ian. Sorry about that.
Are you there, man?
Go ahead.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
How are you?
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you found me because of David A. Quar.
Correct.
Don't you just love it when he says, like, they did. That makes me laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, because I see you in his live streams a lot of times.
Oh, I think I know that guy. He wears glasses or something, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that guy.
They did. Who did?
So
We're gonna have to pay him for his catchphrase in a minute.
Yeah. Hey, Ian. Well, what's your thoughts on Man of Steel so far, or at least what's your thoughts or opinion on the Snyderverse? Like, do you like what they're doing, or do you like? Just give us your thoughts or opinion.
You with us, Ian?
yes, I'm here.
You there? What's your opinion?
On what?
On Man of Steel.
Well, I haven't seen it, but it's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I don't mean to spoil anything, but I'm gonna say this. I like that scene, which even no, I'm not trying to send shots to Marvel. There's two different things. It's good. There's good and bad about everything. I say it because I'm a fan of both. Fan of comic book movies.
What happened?
But you see, maybe he had to go, or I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm gonna say this real quick. I like about this scene a lot is that how you get to feel the realism compared to Adventures, how they work with the town. You don't get to feel the actual effects and how people are actually affected. You just don't know what they're going through. That's it, pew pew pew, and that's it. Now here, you're actually feeling the realistic how like people are actually getting affected because of superhero events, because of Superman. So that's what I like. It gives the realistic thing, the realistic how do I say it, like. It gives you more of the realistic, like this feels realistic. So, go ahead, man.
I think this is one of the most epic scenes in the movie.
It is, and it is one of the best scenes, and also it shows you such a great Superman character because he didn't have to sacrifice himself. He's going through like his weakness. I think Kryptonian. And yeah, he's still fighting through, and he's still doing it for the greater good. What does that tell you, man? Like that's Superman for you.
And when you get to Zod, he was like,
Sorry.
damn, y'all went through all these buildings and to where you just snap his neck.
Yeah, see, I think that's fine because he learns from that, and also it's more of like a character. I can understand, like, well, you're not just gonna like cut him off, but at the same time, if you would have done that, that would have showed him more brutal. But still. But yeah, maybe I said it too soon, but I just like what he did because that shows such a good character development by him, and that shows he's building character. Even I'm gonna spoil a little bit, but even in Batman vs Superman, when he goes against Superman goes against Doomsday, you get to see that development episodes whenever he learns to fight from General Zod. He takes Doomsday to space, which you see it's such a character development because in the first one he doesn't do that with General Zod, and that's why even know him is I think he kind of learned is like he can cause more damage of being on Earth instead of taking him up to space. But you guys go ahead, just saying.
I don't know where Cal. I don't know what happened to Cal Daly. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe he left. Maybe he had to go or something. But hey, he has the link if he wants. He can join in. So anytime.
Maybe he could have been doing something.
Can interconnections remove you?
Ooh, maybe, but I'm not sure. Oh, shit.
Krypton had his chance.
And I was kind of on him. It feels a bit more peaceful than yeah.
Wait, how far are you guys in the movie?
We're about 1 hour and 57 minutes. So it's like 2 hours in.
Oh, okay.
I can't see the runtime on my.
Yeah, because I'm watching mine on Xbox. That's why. So I just kind of press it button, and it's good.
Mine's in my Blu-ray player.
On there. So yeah. But let me say this, no hate to even the Marvel movies. I mean, criticize them, but also same time, that's the thing that good about Marvel is that Marvel can give us this PG type of stuff, PG-13, but Disney can give us something more dark or more mature for the adults, which we like, which is not bad having two different things. If anything, it's good because everything is meant to be for our crown. Like even Peacemaker, I haven't seen it. It's not for me, but I know people who are actually fans of it, and good for them. I don't have to like it. I mean, just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people like it. I mean, just because I don't like it, people like it, that's good for them. Seeing is nothing bad. The point I'm make everything has its crowd, and that's okay if it's not for me. So. That rematch, she won.
You know,
She
when
won the first.
you look at the female Kryptonia and the military guy staring at each other, you think there's some connection between them or something? Like they like each other?
Maybe, but not really. I just think maybe he sees like maybe his younger self in her because the military is kind of brutal. So maybe that's what it was. So, I mean, when you think about it, in a way, he's like how I gotta say this, the good death is its own good reward. Even another good scene that you can even tell with Superman is whenever he gets done fighting, he goes straight to the ship to save the people, and yet he still goes after being so weakened. What does that tell you about Superman? Great character development, which honestly is good to know about Kal-El. It's good to know like in the comics he's more kind of dark. I always wonder, I'm like, in a way, if something feels off, but it's good to know in the comics, like realistic. There's sometimes where he brainwashes her. So I like the way how they did it because it's like a little piece of a puzzle. So. Hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, just make sure. Yeah. Even in a way, when you think about it, this movie, kind of gives you like everything. It gives you hopes, gives you like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Like even this one was like, yeah, they're doing everything. Let me say if that when he goes against General Sahara and they fight, and what is about to happen? Holy Shazam! That is, man, that's something else. Lex, Lex, Core, Easter egg.
Let's Corp. You know, if you go play Injustice Gods Among Us, you can select Superman in his Man of Steel skin. And if you have General Zod as DLC unlocked, you can actually play them against each other in that
Oh,
game.
nice. Yeah, that would actually be like a rematch, but this time on easy mode. So. What are you talking about, smack?
Oh, here it goes.
Yep, it's gonna be a big one. See, and that's what Superman is learning. That look, he has to kind of. Man. He's giving him a chance. He's giving him a chance, and he says never. He doesn't have a choice. He doesn't want to kill his own. Oh, I already spoiled it, but oh. And people don't realize in the scene, the evidence that's so hard for Superman because you got evidence. He just killed his last remaining. Oh man, it's not talking about it. His last remaining person on Earth. He doesn't have no one from Krypton. He's the only one. Now just to kill him because there's an wrong. Like Superman is. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what should. Maybe at first when I was like, yeah, maybe you should cry. But I'm like, when I saw a video kind of explain it, I was like, that kind of makes sense now because he had to like in a way he's upset, but also he's sad too because he just killed their last remaining Kryptonian. He's the only one left. He's the only one. Not just to kill the last one. Yeah, that weighs on you. So, and especially him kind of being evil, like, oh, man, yeah. Especially that's realistic and too. You do what you got to do. So, still Superman. You see, that gives you like a relatable Superman. Man, it's crazy. I can hear the place. I can hear the volume on the TV kind of. See, his dad knew that he was going to be destined for something great. And seeing this scene, he is like such a great moment because his dad he knew what he was going to come. So he can become Superman. What a masterpiece. I don't know, Zack Snyder. Amazing. See? With Christopher. My favorite scene from here, to answer, I think, Jared's question earlier, honestly, let me think about it. Because there's so many. There's one even where the ending scene is probably really good because you see what he's destined to be, and you can see how much character development, like, even it kind of goes back to earlier in the movie where his then with the character development with his dad, with him and his dad, so, man, at least his first dad, such amazing.
I really love it.
Mhm.
It's my favorite Superman. It's the more grounded, dark, realistic take on the Superman mythos. And they retain. I know they retain some of the original things about Superman and changing things up and going to more realism, a depressing way. And that's totally good for the film for me.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't have to be exactly the same like Christopher Reeves was.
Mhm.
But I totally respect what those movies accomplished for their time. My favorite scene is easily learning how to fly, facing finding the Kryptonians, and facing off for the last time.
Yeah,
and these are some of the best cast.
Yeah, the casting is really good for this movie. I think they're probably like seamless actors, but then they still did it pretty good. Russell Crowe, guy who played Clark Kent dad, the mom too, and especially when it goes into Batman vs Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League. Holy Shazam, she does a great job. Everyone in this cast is well casted, well good. The script is good. Zack Snyder makes the visual, the fights, everything is great in my opinion, and also gives Henry Cavill, in my opinion, he plays Superman perfect. I don't know who else could play Superman that good, and especially also with his size, how bulky he is, and how, like, if Superman was real, that's how Henry Cavill look. He'll be big and bulky. I know the suit has some patterns in there, but it's like, God, he's Superman. He's like everyone. He's like all the superheroes kind of combined. He's super fast, strong, like holy Shazam. And I'd say one of my favorite scenes, which I'm gonna get to that right now, is that I think he said he was like, "You can walk, you're gonna fly." It's basically like the flying scene, and also where I think he said, "This is where it goes like this is like people will like one of the, I'm saying it wrong, but where they go where he was like it was basically like where the scene where like he basically said like they will fall, they will be behind you, but you are the cons, you are the hope, and that was probably my favorite scene because you see that's so true, and it's amazing. I even said the end of two scene that Cape and his dad scene, I was like, that's such a heartfelt scene. And I think that one's probably my favorite if I have to pick because there's so many, even the lines too. What he said was like, he's like, I don't want to be pretending to be. He's like, I don't want to be pretending to be your son. Then he's like, you are my son. I was like, oh man, great. So I would say, really good movie. Henry Cavill is Superman, in my opinion. He's perfectly cast. I don't want to see no one else play Superman. He's my Superman. That's it. No debate. Because just because he embodies, and especially also in real life, he's actually a Kansas City fan, and especially also I know he's actually a passionate fan about comics, and he actually knows the stuff. Not like the other, no offense, all actors. No, he actually knows the stuff. He's passionate, and even science stuff. Superman, he has it perfect. Like that is some really good casting. So Henry Cavill is my Superman. If you want to cast someone else, please do not. Henry Cavill does it good. That's all I'd say. And the action, not the comedy, but the dark. The tone, it's pretty good, and especially what they build up to, especially with Zack Snyder's Justice League and what they're building up to with potentially Zack Snyder's 2 and 3. Yeah, this movie was the start of something, and it's amazing. And I like it a lot.
All right.
I'll say this is probably like 9 out of 10. So, and I see why people like it. So, yeah. I know I'm kind of repeating things up, but man, this movie is great. Holy smokes.
All right, so Land Aggressor, are you there? Do you have anything to say?
Oh yeah, I'm still here, Dimension Scott.
You have anything to say about the movie?
It's pretty good. And by the way, my name is Ian Ingracia.
Ian Ingracia. Ian
Correct.
Ingracia.
Correct.
Ian Ingracia. I gotta study that. I'm glad
Yeah.
you pronounced it right.
Yeah, it's Ian Ingracia.
Ian Ingracia. I figured it started with an I.
Yeah. I know it kind of looks like an L, but it's really an I.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was no. That's what it looks like. But
I know it gets confusing.
Oh, so that's what you look like.
what's up,
Yeah.
Ian?
Okay, guys. So let everybody know where they can find you.
Check out my YouTube channel, Henry Boy. Yeah, I think it's like my bad. I think it's like Henry Boy 11. I do reactions and reviews. Currently, I'm having some technical difficulties, but I'm for sure gonna be doing some more watch-alongs, even potentially on podcast coming up soon, where I will be talking about some movie reviews and just what are my thoughts on some shows, which will tell you guys a few little bit now. Bellavere, I think once the season's over, I'm gonna do a season review for that on StreamYard for sure. Then I'm gonna do All American. Currently watching that, which is pretty good. A couple more stuff coming out, so that's what I gotta say. And real quick, I know you tell me to check it out, but hey, before once it's live, you don't. I've linked you when you have the time. You want to do a Batman versus Superman? You want to do the watch along again?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was also thinking about Jurassic Park. Would that be cool?
Yeah. Now, I don't know how to feel about Jurassic Park, but maybe let's see. But for sure, let's complete the DCU. So if you're down, let's finish up the Snyderverse stuff, and let's do whenever we're both free. Even if you want to come along, then for sure we'll plan a day whenever we're both free and we can figure out a time and a day, and we can for sure come. I mean, not sure, but we can for sure watch it and do it, because that movie, I have some more stuff to say about it, especially after watching this. Yeah, it's definitely amazing. So good to know. Hopefully we find a time for that, then we'll do it. But yeah, you guys can check me out real quick. Just a Henry Boy 11, and post reviews, stuff on that. Having some technical difficulties, but shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and that's all I gotta say.
All right. So, yeah, where they can find you?
Huh?
Where can they find you?
What are you talking about?
Where can they find Can they find you on YouTube? Any of your social medias? Like that's the way people end off people's live streams. It's not big. It's not a big deal.
Well, it's not. No, it's not really a big deal. YouTube, I don't really post anything, but I do Instagram, of course. I do TikTok. I don't know if you know what that is, but
So
TikTok is also social media.
now, so if you want to go ahead, just shout out kind of like your Instagram and your TikTok for sure, so they can potentially follow.
I do a few of those apps as well. YouTube, I just really watch videos like David Quaz and your videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, so just say you can say your TikTok name and Instagram, then potentially if they, I think that would be good. Hey, real quick, I just want to say this. Thank you, Damien, for doing this watch along with me. I know it was last minute, but thanks for joining, and hopefully for sure we gotta do many more live streams together for sure, because we definitely had a blast doing this. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you, and I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys so much, and you guys
Can't wait.
real quick. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Ian. My bad. I didn't mean to.
What were you about to say? What were you about to say?
No, I was gonna say, you guys hit the like button. Hey, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to Dimension. I apologize if I'm saying the name wrong. Hit the comment, subscribe to me, even follow him on Instagram. Follow Henry on Instagram as well. Definitely awesome people. Great content by both of them. So subscribe to them, and thank you guys. I appreciate it, and you guys take care. I gotta go. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Well, guys, if you guys enjoyed this live stream, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you like what you see, I love talking about things I'm passionate about: movies, Blu-rays, video games, trailer reactions, do shopping vlog videos. If you're all into that type of stuff, you love physical media like me, you're in the right place. Once again, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe button if you like what you see. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Keep physical media alive. Peace out.
Peace out, Dimension Scott.
Nice to meet you. I can talk to you for the very first time. Let's talk again soon. And come join us next time on the next live streams. Watch along.
Sounds good, man.
Excellent. You have a good day.
You too.